Credit is no good for a notion salesman.
Why not? What's the matter with it?
It's old-fashioned. Charlie, you're an anvil salesman. Your firm give credit?
No, sir.
Nor anybody else. Cash for the merchandise. Cash for the button hooks.
Cash for the cocktail. Cash for the hard goods.
Cash for the soft goods. Cash for the fancy goods.
Cash for the nuggets and the chickens and the fruit.
Cash for the hogs and casket and decorative. Cash for the crackers and the pickles and the fly paper.
Look, what do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
Where do you get it?
What do you talk?
Talk, you can talk. You can figure, you can talk. You can figure, bigger, bigger. You can talk, you can talk. You can talk, 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 talk. Figure, bigger, bigger. You can talk all you want, but it's different than it was.
No, it ain't, but you gotta know the territory. What's Model T for? Made the trouble, made the people wanna go, wanna get up and go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 22, 23 miles from the coast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who's gonna patronize a little bitty 2x4 kind of store anymore?
What do you talk? What do you talk?
Where do you get it?
On the Model T and all. Pick a gander at the store, the Margarine store, the President store, the President Margarine, departmentalized grocery store.
What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
Where do you get it?
What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
Where do you get it?
You can talk, you can figure, you can talk, you can figure, you can talk, 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 figure, bigger, bigger. You can talk all you want, but it's different than it was.
No, it ain't, but you gotta know the territory. Why, it's the you need a biscuit, trouble. You need a bunch of crackers in a package, The you need a biscuit in an airtight sanitary package. Make the Cracker Barrel obsolete.
Cracker Barrel went out the window with the mail pouch stuffed one tongue on the floor. Didn't be a drum travel with sales. Didn't made it pretty hard.
No, it didn't, but you gotta know the territory. Gone.
Gone with the hogshead, cask, and demijohn. Gone with the sugar barrel, pickle barrel, milk pan. Gone with the tub and the pail and the tips.
Ever meet a fella by the name Hill?
Hill?
No!
Just a minute.
Never heard of him salesman, Hill.
Now he doesn't know the territory.
Doesn't know the territory.
What's the fellow's law?
Never worries about his line.
Never worries about his line.
For the Cracker Barrel being obsolete, for the you need a biscuit in an airtight sanitary package from a Model T.
Just a minute.
Never worries about his line.
Never worries about his line.
Or a doggone thingy, the bang beat bell, ringing baseball, great go, neck or nothing, rip roaring, every kind of bullseye salesman. That's Professor Harold Hill.
Tell us, what's his line? What's his line?
He's a fake and he doesn't know the territory.
Look, what do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
He's a music man.
He's a what?
He's a music man. And he sells clarinets to the kids in the town with the big strong bones and the rat-tat drums and the big brass bass. And the piccolo uniforms too, with the shiny gold braid on the coat and a big red stripe running.
Well, I don't know much about bands, but I do know you can't make a living selling big trombones. No, sir. Mandolin picks, perhaps. And here and there a Jews are.
No, the fellow sells bands, boys bands. I don't know how he does it, but he lives like a king. And he dallies and he gathers and he crushes and he shines. And when the man dances, certainly, boys, what else? The piper pays him. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. When the man dances, certainly, boys, what else? The piper pays him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But he doesn't know the territory.
River City, we're across the state line into Iowa. Population 2,212. Cigarettes illegal in this state.
All right, if you're all through, I'll tell you about Harold Hill.
You really know Harold Hill.
Never saw him in my life, but I do know this much. He's given every one of us a black eye. After he's worked the town over, the next salesman to arrive is automatically tar-feathered and rode out to the city limits on a rail. Yeah, well, you think that's funny? Wait till it happens to you! Your hair never grows back.
But why should he get run out of town on a rail?
Because in order to sell instruments and instruction books and uniforms, he has to guarantee each of the kids how to play. Well, and to form them kids into a band, with himself as the leader.
Well, what's wrong with that?
He don't know one note from another, that's what's wrong with that. And he can't tell a bass drum from a pipe organ. I'll catch up with that swindling two-bit thimble rigger, and when I do, I'll squeal on him so loud.
Wow, you're mad, Charlie. I'd like to be there to catch up with that fella.
Well, it won't be on this trip. No, in Iowa. Even because Professor Harold Hill would try to sell them neck-bone Hawkeyes out here.
Gentlemen, you intrigue me. I'll really have to give Iowa a try.
Don't believe I called your name.
I don't believe I threw it.
So what the heck? You're welcome. Glad to have you with us. Even though we may not ever mention it again, we really ought to give Iowa a debut Des Moines, Devil, Russian, Office, City, Cleveland, Gates, Clear Lake. Ought to give Iowa a try.
Mr. Squires, is it? Yes, I'm interested in a rig for Sunday, if you can accommodate me.
Then I expect you got to see the man in charge of hiring rigs. Who's late as usual?
Gregory?
Marcellus?
You old son of a gun. But Greg.
Professor Hill's the name. Harold Hill.
But Greg, what are you doing here? Why didn't you let me know you was coming?
I didn't know I was coming myself. Besides, how'd I know you'd end up in a little tank town like this? You were a pretty big slicker back when I was in business with you.
Too many close shaves the way you were. Besides, I got me a nice, comfortable girl. Ethel Toppelmeyer, boss's niece.
Gone legitimate, I knew you'd come to no good.
So what's the new pitch? You're not back in the band business, are you? I heard you were in steam automobiles.
I was.
What happened?
Somebody actually invented one.
No.
Now give me the lowdown here, Mars.
You'll never get anywhere with these stubborn Iowa, Greg. Besides, we got a stuck-up music teacher who will expose you before you get your grip unpacked.
Male or female?
The music teacher? She's our librarian. Female.
Perfect. It's what I wanted to hear. If you see her, point her out to me.
Okay, I will. How are you going to start the pitch?
Same old way. First keep that music teacher off balance. Then I have to get your town out of the serious trouble it's in.
Well, River City isn't in any trouble, Greg.
Then I'll have to create something. I have to create a desperate need for a boys band. You remember. Now, what's new around here? What can I use?
Nothing. Except the billiard parlor just put in a new pool table.
They never had one there before?
No, only billiards.
Perfect. That'll do. See you later, Mars, and music teacher.
Music teacher.
Ah, you're Mr. Dunlop?
Yes.
Well, either you're closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you are not aware of the caliber of disaster indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friend. Right here, I say trouble right here in River City. Why, sure, I'm a billiard player, certainly mighty proud to say. I'm always mighty proud to say it. I consider that the hours I spend with a cue in my hand are golden. Helps you cultivate horse sense, and a cool head, and a keen eye. Never take a try and give an ironclad lead to yourself from a 3-reel billiard shot. But just as I say, it takes judgment, brains, and maturity to score in a ball-playing game. I say that any boob can take and shove a ball in a pocket. And I call that slop. The first big step on the road to the depths of danger. Day, I say first, medicinal wine from a teaspoon, then beer from a bottle. And the next thing you know, your son is playing for money in a pitchback suit. And listening to some big out-of-town Jasper, hearing him talk about horse race gambling. About a wholesome truck race, no, about a race where they sit down right on a horse. I'd like to see some stuck-up jockey boys sitting on Dan Patch, making blood boil, well, I should say. Now, friends, let me tell you what I mean. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets on the table. Pockets that mark the difference between a gentleman and a bum with a capital P that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. And all week long, your River City will be frittered in a way. I say your young men will be frittered. Frittered in a way that you time sometimes to a time too. Get the ball in the pocket, never mind getting daily lines pulled in the street, no pads to the beefsteak pounded. Never mind pumping any water till your parents are caught with the cistern empty on a Saturday night. That's trouble. At least you got lots and lots of trouble. I'm thinking of the kids in the knickerbocker, shirt tail young ones, peeking in the pool hall with them to school. You got trouble. Folks right here in River City. Trouble with the capital T and that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. Now I know all you folks are the right kind of parents. I'm gonna be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversation goes on while they're loafing around that hall? Then we trying out Vivo, we're trying out cuvettes, we're trying out tailor-made like cigarette fiends, and bragging all about how they're gonna cover up a telltale threat with sensitive. One fine night, they leave the pool, dance to the arm, libertine men and scarlet women, then ragtime, shameless music that'll drag your son and your daughter with the arms of the jungle, handling streets, hysteria. Friends, the idol bringers, the devil's playground, trouble. Right in River City. The capital T and that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. We've surely got trouble. Right in River City. Gotta figure out a way to keep the young ones moral after school. Mothers of River City, heed that warning before it's too late. For the telltale signs of corruption. The minute your son leaves the house, does he rebuckle his knickerbockers below the knee? Is there a nicotine stain on his index finger? A dime novel hidden in the cord? Is he starting to memorize jokes from Captain Joey's whiz-bang? Are certain words creeping into his conversations? Words like swell, trouble, and social old man, trouble. Well, if so, my friends, you got trouble! Right here in River City. With a capital T that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. We've surely got trouble. Right here in River City. Remember the Maine, the Plymouth Rock, and the Golden Rule. Children's gonna have trouble. Oh, we got trouble. We're in terrible, terrible trouble. That game with 15 number balls is the devil's tool. Oh yes, we've got trouble, trouble, trouble. With a T, gotta run with P. And that stands for pool. Did you drop your...
No.
Didn't I meet you in...
No.
I'll only be in town a short time.
Good.
Yes, Mama. Keep on, Amaryllis. I'll be there in a minute. Fine, didn't I? Your exercises. Hello, Mama.
I took you to the library.
all evening. Mom, a man with a suitcase has been following me all over town.
Oh,
I've never seen him before.
did you say anything?
He tried.
Did you say anything?
Mama, of course not. Now don't dawdle, Amaryllis. So, do, la, re, ti, mi, a little slower. Please keep the fingers curved as nice and high as you possibly can. Don't go faster, dear.
You don't mind my saying so? It would have hurt you if I know what the gentleman wanted.
Oh, I know what the gentleman wanted.
What, dear?
You'll find it in Balzac.
Well, excuse me for letting admit I've never read it.
Neither has anyone else in this town.
There you go again with its evil. Common event and known insanity in river cities, people that singing it all wish to
Now, Mama, as long as the matters of public life is entrusted to me for the purpose of improving River City's cultural life, I can help my concern with the lazy River City, keep ignoring all my counsel and advice.
Oh, darling. When a woman finds a husband and you've got none, why should she take advice from you? Even if you don't know balls like in Shakespeare and all the other high-school freaks.
Mama, if you don't know my saying, so you have a bad habit of changing the subject.
I haven't changed the subject. I was talking about the stranger. What stranger? The suitcase who gave you your very last chance.
Mama, do you think that I allow a common fashion already? Mama, I have my standards where men are concerned, and I have no intention.
All about your standards, but you don't mind my saying so. There's not a man alive who could hope to interrupt your splendid long time. It takes pride in you, but to empty pocket for yourself. So your Irish imagination almost happened, and you never will once.
Well, if that isn't the best I have ever heard. Man. Men.
Winthrop, it's after dark. Is that your way to walk into the house, young man?
Hello.
That won't do at all. Have a kiss from me. That lady over there is your sister, young man.
Hello, Winthrop. I'm having a party on Saturday. Will you please come? I would especially like it if you come, Winthrop.
Well, Winthrop, Amaryllis asked you to our party. Are you going or aren't you?
No.
No, what?
No, thank you.
You know the little girl's name.
He won't say Amarillo because of the S, because of his list. He's ashamed.
We know all about his list, Amaryllis. Well, Winthrop,
Won't say it. I didn't mean. No, thank you, Amarillo. Amarillo. He's crying. Why is he so mad? Because he missed.
It's not just because of that, dear. It's just that he doesn't talk very much.
Daddy went to you and your mother.
No, dear, we just have to be a little patient.
Even though he never talks to me, but I do. Every night. I say goodnight to him on the evening star. You have to do it the very second you see it too, or it doesn't count.
There, darling, don't cry. You have lots of time. If not Winthrop, there'll be someone else.
Never. I'm not an old man like you.
May I play my men? I know. For the time being, say goodnight, my someone. You can put the name in when the right someone comes along. That's right. Now you can put the content keys.
recognition for leading and singing. And to J.C. Squire for his fine stereo optic slides. And to Ethel Tuffmeyer, a fine piano player. As mayor of River City, I vote to you, River City is 4th of July exercise out here, maximum convenience. I count the weather. Four score. It appears that the school board will now be presenting a patriotic tableau. The school board will not be presenting a patriotic tableau. Some disagreement about costumes, I suppose. Instead, the ghost of the local boyfriend of Juanita will be presenting a spectacle, my wife. In which my wife, Eulalie McElroy, will be taking the leading part.
I will now count to 20 in Indian tongue. Who shot me?
You shut off that cracker!
I know who did it! Tommy Juice did it! Tommy Juice did it! Yes, it was Tommy Juice!
Tommy Juice? I wouldn't leave if I was you. Mrs. Shannon will recover. No thanks to a certain young ruffian who is a disgrace to our fine town. 4 score. The Payne's fireworks spectacular, last days of Pompeii, will take place providing the rain stops by 9:30. It will then be up to Madison Picnic Park in the Farm Meadow, past the cricket and through the pest house.
How can it be raining? Did because that predicts fair.
Sure did, Hubert. That's why we all prepared for a storm.
Because that's accurate most of the time. You know it, JC.
You wouldn't last long in the banking business being accurate most of the time.
Hold on here, let's have order! Order!
Number 8's late again tonight. I make her early.
Oh, she's late, all right.
She's right on time. What's the matter with your watch?
You members of the school board stop bickering in public!
All of what I said was...
Never mind! 4!
There's a pool table in town.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Now, just a minute.
Is it a pool table or isn't it?
Will you allow me to get on with the exercises?
We don't want any more exercises. This pool table matter is settled.
Let's protect our children.
Yeah!
Resist sin and corruption. Smite that devil and keep our young boys pure. Friends, may I have your attention, please? Attention, please. I can deal with this trouble, my friends, with the wave of my hand, this very hand. Please observe me, if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize a River City Boys Band. Oh, think, my friends, how could any pool table ever hope to meet with a gold trombone? Ra, 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 da, 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 da. Remember, my friends, what a handful of trumpet players did to the famous, fabled walls of Jericho. Oh, billion pile walls come tumbling down. Yes, our band will do it, my friends. Oh, yes, I mean a boys band. Do you hear me? I say River City's gonna have a boys band, and I mean he needs it today. Well, Professor Harold Hill is on hand, and River City's gonna have a boys band as scores the Lord made little green animals. And that band's gonna be in uniform. Johnny, Willie, Teddy, Fred. And you'll see the glitter of crashing cymbals, and you'll hear the thunder of rolling drums, the shimmer of trumpets, ta-ta-ra. And you'll feel something, akin to the electric thrill I once enjoyed, when Gilbert, Liberati, Pat Conway, the great creator, W.C. Handy, and John Philip Sousa all came to town on the very same historic day. 76 drum Oakland, parade with 110 cornets close to town. They were followed by rows and rows of the finest virtuosos, the dream of every famous man. 76 trombones contourning sunroom with 110 cornets right behind. There were more than 1,000 reeds springing up like weeds. There were horns of every shape and kind. There were copper bottom timpanis and horse platoons, thundering, thundering all along the road. Double bell, euphonium,
wild kid jump. His father's one of the day laborers south of town. He was tagging down Main Street after my oldest girl last Sunday.
I wasn't either tagging.
Don't you contradict me.
He's just walking together, Geely Clyde.
I know what you was doing. My little Gracie Senior. Now, you stay away from my oldest girl, or you'll hear from me to who laid the rails. Hill, I will talk to you Monday morning about this band thing over at City Hall. 10 o'clock sharp. Men, I want that spellbinder's credentials.
Oh, Constable, I'll be responsible for the boy.
You don't know this kid. He's tough. He's got his gang weight outside.
Oh, I'll be careful. Tommy, I wanted to talk to you about the band.
What too much?
No, I'm not talking about playing in the band. You're mechanically minded, aren't you? Ever do anything with perpetual motion?
Nearly had it a couple times.
Really? You're my man. Do you realize nobody has ever made a music holder for a marching piccolo player? A place to hang the music.
Geely Clyde. I wonder where I get his wire from.
Check in your cellar. That's where people keep wire. Oh, and Tommy.
Yes, sir.
Now, Constable, let me show you how to break up a gang. Oh, young lady. Oh, miss, what's your name?
Anita, I didn't have any idea you was backing into me. Ye go!
Do you know Tommy Giles?
Well,
This is Anita. Escort the young lady home.
only accepting. I'm not going home. I have to go to the library. Ye go!
Then escort her home by way of the library. By way of the candy kitchen.
Yes, sir. Do I have to?
You have to.
Yes, sir.
Ye go!
Professor, you're pretty bright, young fellow. Made a couple of mistakes, though.
Oh?
The mayor so happens to own the billiard parlor and the notebook table, too.
Oh. Well, what was my other mistake?
That's Nita. She's the mayor's oldest girl.
Oh.
Just a minute, Professor Hill. We need your credentials for the school board.
Academic certificate. Nothing of the kind.
We need letters and papers.
Make him put up a bond.
What am I hearing? You, sir.
Ice cream.
Well, ice cream. But I don't sing, young man, if that's what's wrong.
Down here.
Ice cream.
Talk slow.
Ice cream.
You see, singing is only sustained talking. Now you, sir. Ladies, from now on, you'll never see one of these men without the others.
Why, Mr. Hill, they've hated each other for over 15 years.
Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream.
How can there be any
Sin insincere? Where is the good and goodbye and goodbye? Your apprehensions confuse me, dear. Puzzle and mystify, tell me, what can be fair in farewell, dear? While one single star shines above, how can there be any sin insincere? Aren't we sincerely in love? Oh, we're in love.
I don't suppose you live alone or anything.
No.
I have some wonderful caramels over at the hotel.
Mr. Hill.
Professor Hill.
Professor of what? At what college did they give a degree? For following women around like a Saturday night rowdy at a public dance hall.
Well, I wouldn't know about that. I'm a conservatory man myself. Gary, Indiana, gold medal class of Ot 5.
Even if that should happen to be true, does that give you the right to follow me around everywhere I go? Another thing, Mr. Hill, I'm not as easily mesmerized or hoodwinked as all the other people in this town, and I only think it fair to warn you that I have a shelf full of reference books from the library that could give you some very interesting information about you.
Hey, Greg.
Oh, hey, Mars, and don't call me Greg.
How'd you make out with the music teacher?
Scrumptious. Ate out of my hand the minute I tipped my hat.
She did? Boy, did you cut us off tonight. Really, man, I thought you knew something about leading the band. Every time you take that band fella back in Joplin.
Yeah. Kid stuff. I'm in rare form these days, son. Just you keep your eye on me for the next 4 weeks.
4 weeks? It only used to take 10 days for the instruments to arrive.
It still does, but it takes 4 weeks for the uniforms.
Oh, no, Greg. You haven't had uniforms.
Uniforms and instruction books.
Instruction books? But Greg, you can't pass yourself off as a music teacher, not for any 4 weeks.
Now, Mars.
You don't know one note from another.
I have a revolutionary new method called the think system, where you don't bother with notes.
But in 4 weeks, people will want to hear a band. You'll have to lead it.
And when the uniforms arrive, they forget everything else. At least long enough for me to collect and leave. Oh, this is a refined operation, son. And I've got it timed down to the last wave of the brakeman's hand on the last train out of town. And now, Mr. Washburn, if you'll excuse me.
You gonna line yourself up a little canoe, but huh?
Well?
Say, I can fix you up with Ethel's sister. Lovely girl, teaches Sunday school.
No wide-eyed, eager, wholesome, innocent Sunday school teacher for me. That kind of girl spins webs no spider ever. Now listen, boy. A girl who trades on all that purity merely wants to trade my independence for her security. The only affirmative she will file refers to marching down the aisle, no golden glories gleaming pristine gods. No, sir, for no Diana do I play fun. I can tell you that right now. I snarl, I hiss. How can ignorance be compared to bliss? I spark, I fizz. For the lady who knows what time it is, I cheer and I ring. For the virtue I'm too late to say. The sad but wise girl for me. No bright-eyed, blushing, breathless, baby doll baby. No, sir, that kind of child ties knots no sailor ever knew. I prefer to take a chance on a more adult romance. No dear young miss who keeps persisting. All the time she keeps insisting. No wide-eyed, wholesome, innocent female. No, sir, why she's the fisherman, I'm the fish you see. I flinch, I shy. When the last of the delicate air goes by, I smile, I grin. When the gal with a touch of sin walks in, I hope and I pray for Hester to win just one more A. The sadder but wise girl's the girl for me. The sadder but wise girl for me.
Oh, Professor Hill! Here! Oh my God! Simply God! Everyone's so excited about the band. And I'm at the top of my keyhole, girl. And this is Mrs. Squires, and Mrs. Pitts, and Mrs. Locke, and of course you've met our mayor's wife, Eulalie McKechnie Shin. Oh, isn't it just so exciting? Eulalie.
Oh, I could not say at this time. Actually, my husband will wish to investigate. I'm reticent. Oh yes, I'm reticent.
Well, of course, Mrs. Sheeran, I understand. But you see, part of my music plans include a committee on the... Do that again. The way you moved your leg just now.
I have a bunion that bothers me.
Oh, what grace! What natural flow of rhythm, what expression of line and movement!
Mr. Hill.
You must accept the chairmanship of the ladies' auxiliary for classic dance, mustn't you, ladies? Every move you make, Mrs. Shin, speaks del sarte. Will you say yes, Mrs. Shin?
Eulalie McKechnie Shin. Dancing will I?
Then you accept?
Yes, and I would like to say...
Thank you. Now then, the young lady who plays the piano, a Marian Prue, I believe? After all, she is the librarian.
Pick on top, little, pick on top, little, chip, chip, chip. Pick on top, little, pick on top, little, pick on top, little, chip, chip, chip. Pick on top, pick on top, chip, chip, chip. Pick on top, chip, 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 chip. From that to our one, pick on top, little, chip, Eddie. Pick on top, little, horse, pick on top, chip, 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 chip.
Dirty books?
I'll tell. She's made brazen overtures to a man who never had one friend in his town until she showed up. Old Miser Madison.
Miser Madison. Madison Gymnasium, Madison Picnic Park, Madison Hospital. That Miser Madison?
Exactly. Who do you think he was, anyway?
Well, I should say, show off, that he gave the town the library too, didn't he?
Well, that's just it. When he died, he left the library building to the city.
But he left all the books to her.
She was seen coming and going from his place.
Oh yes, that would have been me. Fraizer!
Well, of course, I have just what you need at the hotel. If you please, come with me. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies. Good night, ladies.
Good night, ladies. We're going to leave you now. Farewell, ladies. Farewell, ladies. Farewell, ladies. We're going to leave
It's all right. I know everything, and it doesn't make any difference.
What are you talking
You
about?
were probably very young. Anyone can make a mistake.
What?
No apologies, no explanations, please. I'll only be a kind for time. A sadder and wiser girl than me.
Would you please make your selection and leave?
I already have.
Well, what do you want to take out?
The librarian!
Quiet, please.
The librarian! You're not listening, Marian. Look. Marian. Marbles. 6 steelies, 8 aggies, a dozen peewees, and 1 big lassie with the American flag in the middle. I think I'll drop.
No!
Madam Librarian. What can I say, my dear, to catch your ear? I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian. Marian, heaven help us if the library caught on fire and the volunteer hose brigade had to whisper the news to Marian. Madam Librarian. What can I say, my dear, to make it clear? I need you badly, badly, Madam Librarian. Marian, if I stumbled and I busted my whatchamacallit, I could lie on your floor unnoticed till my body had turned to carrion. Madam Librarian. Now in the moonlight, a man could sing it. In the moonlight, and a fellow would know that his darling had heard every word of his song with the moonlight helping along. But when I try in here to tell you, dear, I love you madly, madly, Madam Librarian. Marian, it's a long lost cause I can never win. For the civilized world accepts as unforgivable sin. Any talking out loud, breathe any librarian, such as Marian. Madam Librarian. says unforgivable sin. Any talking out loud with any librarian, such as Marian. The ladies' dance committee meets Tuesday nights at the high school. Madam Librarian. Marshmallow? Well, Tommy, we've had a pretty good morning. 10 sales out of 12 tries. I'll tell you what, it's almost noon. You better head home and have some dinner. Goodbye, Professor. Thanks, Tommy.
Just a minute here. You're soliciting. You don't have a license.
Why, no, Mayor Shin. I collect doorbells, and this particular specimen has a tone quality that's...
Flattery will not obey you. Soliciting is statutory in this county. Malfeasance without a permit. Why haven't you been down to City Hall with your references?
I just missed you, Mayor Shin. Mr. Mayor. Your hand! Oh, no!
What? What?
That spread of the little finger. It's hereditary.
It is? What does that mean?
It means that your son's little finger is perfectly situated to operate the spit valve on a B-flat flugelhorn.
Is that good?
Good? It means that America has at last produced an artist who can flugel the minute waltz in 50 seconds.
How can I get my hand on one of those horns?
Sign right here, Nation. That'll be $17 in port fee.
Yes, just think. I could have missed this whole... Wait a minute. I haven't got any son! You unscriptures! You unflippitures! You'll be down City Hall with your bygone papers by 3 o'clock!
You mean this afternoon?
I couldn't make myself any plainer if I was a Quaker on his day off!
Do you realize you have the facial characteristics of a cornet virtuoso?
I'm not sure that I understand you entirely, Professor.
Why, if your son has that same firm chin and those splendid cheek muscles, by George! Not that he could ever be really great, you understand?
Oh, is that so? And the name is St. Bridget, why not?
Well, you see, all the really great cornet players were Irish. O'Clark, O'Mendes, O'Klein.
But Professor, we are Irish.
No, really? That clinches it. Sign right here, Miss Prue. Your boy was born to play the cornet. Fine. That'll be $7 earnest money. Nothing more due until the first installment payable at the opening of band practice. Splendid. And of course, I'll need the boy's measurements for his uniform.
His uniform?
Hello there, son. Certainly, his uniform. And there won't be a penny due till delivery, which gives him 4 weeks to enjoy, to imagine, to anticipate, all at no cost whatsoever. Never allow the demands of tomorrow to interfere with the pleasures and excitement of today. A stripe? Certainly, my boy. A wide red stripe on each side. What do you think of that?
You have to excuse Winthrop, Professor. We can't get him to stay at River today. He will tell us. And if you can do it, we will say to Michael's away about you. But if anybody could do it, I'll bet you can. Out of a crowd, I'll pick you for a hod carrying, clay pipe smoking, shamrock wearing, harp playing, Aberdeen pitching, horror hole, Mitchell singing, Irishman, be gone and be jabbers. Where you from, me boy?
Gary, Indiana.
I knew it again. Where'd you say?
Gary, Indiana. In fact, Gary Conservatory was my alma mater.
Was she now?
Gold medal class of Ot 5. How do you do, Miss Peru?
How do you do, Mr. Hill?
Oh, Peru. I thought the name sounded familiar. I've tried to see you since the other night.
He went to with Winthrop in the band.
You're not interested, Mama.
But Marian, the boy might have his father's musical gift. He just has my hair, you know.
Your husband, musical? Well, I'd like to have a
Do you
word.
go bursting into everyone's home like this, prying into personal affairs? We're not interested.
Marian.
Well, that's 1 for and 1 against. Now, why not let the boy's father decide?
The boy's father is dead. Anything else?
Oh, I'm sorry. But that's even more reason why your brother should have something like this.
My brother is a 10-year-old problem child who can't understand why his father was taken away from him. Would you care to explain it to him? He's been brooding about it for 2 years. And as for your musical tricks, why don't you go into business with a carnival man who sells gold-painted watches and glass diamond rings?
Musical tricks. Well, I hardly... I get the feeling she likes the idea. A little cautious, perhaps, but I admire that. Just keep me alive and I'll be back later within the week.
Oh, one moment, Professor Hill, about the boy's measurements. I got his clothes. Sleeve 21, waist 18.
Fine, that's all I need. Now I must get back to the hotel.
Oh, Professor, I do hope those two are married. She's
Please, I'm sure at heart she's just as lovely as yourself. Good day to you, wit of Peru.
Has he gone?
He has, and I hope not forever. Darling, don't you ever think about your future? Gary conservation class of all fun. No, darling.
Now, Mama, surely a girl's future doesn't depend on every fast-talking, self-centered, woman-chasing man who comes to this town. And the fact that he claims his commodity is in music is not, in this particular case, impressive.
Well, all right, darling, all right, but it's a well-known principle that if you keep the mint in one drawer and the steel in another, you won't strike much of a fire.
Mama! Winthrop! Please go to the library and ask Mrs. Grubb to give you a book that I set aside. It's the Indiana Educational Journal of 1890 to 1910. It's a big brown volume with black corners. You don't have to talk to anybody. I've written it all down for you. Thank you, dear.
Now, what we got? Why do you need books at this hour of the night?
I think the Indiana Educational Journal will help poke some large holes in the professor's claim.
All right, darling, but if you don't mind my asking, what kind of white knight do you expect to come riding along at your age?
Well, I'm not waiting for Luther Grenier, who backs me into the ancient history shelf every time he comes into the library.
He does.
Or Ed Gambich in that buggy of his with the removable back seat. But I'm not waiting for any man in white and shining armor.
The footbridge.
You see, isn't that just what I said? Last time the lumberyard, and now the footbridge. And where will you meet me after that? In the black hole of Calcutta? Egods!
But I only want to show you my invention.
What invention?
music coder for a Martian piccolo player. It still has a couple minor flaws to it. Like, when you hold it tight enough to keep the music steady, you cut off your circulation and you can't wiggle your fingers. Meanwhile, you can go blind.
Tommy, it's Papa!
Is that the first thing I said or no?
Yes, George.
Yes, the very first thing I said. Get that spellbinder. I said morning of July 4th, 1912. And now look, my wife is out dancing in any and all hours.
But George.
My school board is singing up the street and down the alley. My opponent's goes bambooling over some wild kid from the wrong side of town. And my business has fallen so far off, I can't even find an allergy.
Mayor Shin, I found something very interesting in this book about Professor Hill's alma mater.
Who?
His university.
Oh, I know all about that. Gary Conservatory, gold medal class of oxide. It's all I can ever get out of him.
Well, if you just read a little bit about the conservatory, you won't have to look much further. It's on page 7.
Papa, the Wells Fargo wagon's coming up the depot.
The Wells Fargo wagon!
At this hour of the day, nonsense. The Wells Fargo wagon.
They give the band instruments.
The band instruments.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is up, coming down the street. Please let it be for me. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is up, coming down the street. I wish I knew what it could be.
I got a box of maple sugar on my birthday. It was I got some grapefruit from Tampa.
I got reports of me about the bad across the country.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is up, coming down the street. A brave is a prize for Yes, they could be. Yes, you're right. It surely could be. Something very, very special now.
Just for me.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is up, coming down the street. Oh, don't let it pass my door. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is up, coming down the street. I wish I knew what he was coming for.
I got some salmon from Seattle last September. The DAO has sent a cannon for the courthouse square.
Wells Fargo wagon is up. Tell me now, you know how I can ever wait to see. Something for someone who is not everything but it could be.
Yes, it could be. Yes, you're right. It surely could be. Something very, very special now. There to make a stop until you start for
Here you are, Winthrop. Bennett, you will each receive individual instruction in due course. In the meantime, stay off the streets, get acquainted with your instruments, and think about the minuet in G. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da.
Round one for you. But I'm bound to hear some by God tooth nothing horns in pretty short order, or I'll see you in front of the grand jury in the county seat. Now, Miss Marian, about that book.
Come, George, tapestry.
You watch your phraseology. I have to get something from the librarian. Get along if you want to.
The ladies' dance committee meets Tuesday nights at the high school.
Lovely ladies, lovely. Now turn. Take the body with you. Oh,
the sunrise. It's you in my cup. It's you all the way into town. It's your sweet hello, dear, that sets me up. And it's your got to go, dear, that gets me down. It's you on my pillow in all of my dreams, till once more the morning breaks through. What words could be saner or truer or plainer than it's you? It's you.
Smile, lady, smile.
Yes, it's you. Oh, yes, it's you.
Please, kid, Mr. Shit will have my head.
Mr. Boston, we're 10 to 5 women.
If you think you can hold these kids back, then go ahead. What'll it be?
I know, let's do the Charleston. No. I know, the whirly-bird. No.
I know, the tango.
No.
I know the shaboopy.
Now a woman who kissed on the very first date is usually a hussy. And a woman who kissed on the second time around is then you think I'm fussy. But a woman who waits for the third time around, heading to the class, feet on the ground. She's the girl he's glad he's found. She's his shaboopy, 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 shaboopy. The girl who's what you get. Shaboopy, shaboopy, shaboopy. Look at it, you get us with that thing. You cook it, rubber she'll never get so long way to stop.
Steady behind your back.
Why, you?
We'd rather do it in front of your back, but
Do what? Never mind!
Zanita's scared of you, but I'm not. I should think you'd be ashamed to have your daughter scared of you, Geely Pod.
I'm going to warn you once more. If I ever see you touching my daughter again, I'll by God horse with you till hell won't have it again!
Now, George.
Not one poop out of you!
I think he means cute.
Yes! Get out! Get out of this public building!
I got as much right in a public building as anybody.
Right! How do you get any right around here? Aiding and abetting the activities of that spellbinding, simple salesman! Do you know what I see written all over you? Reform school! Now, get out! Get out, you wild kid shop!
Papa, please! It's petulance like you that make one of
You watch your phraseology, young woman. Go home. You lady.
Yes, George.
Take to your dance.
My dance.
I'll take care of Danita. Taking them wild kids on the wrong side of town.
Mr. Mayor, if I could just make you understand.
Well, you can't. And by the way, thanks for nothing. I read that book you gave me from cover to cover for a whole week now, and I didn't find a thing.
Now, Mayor Shin, if you please.
I'll settle you, Hash, as soon as I get these premises off my oldest girl. Yes!
All right, but in the meantime, I want you to know that I'm vouching for Tommy Gillis. That boy's got the confidence of every kid in town. You'll be waiting in line to shake his hand by the time our band plays its first concert.
By the time your band plays its first concert, the individual members will have to foregather in wheelchairs on account of the broken legs they'll get from tripping over their beards. Let me tell you something, my fine young feathered young fine. Never mind, you're J.C. Oliver! I want that man's references, and I want them tonight. But be careful, he's slipperier than a Mississippi Sturgeon.
Do you want us to get his credentials?
Get his papers or get him in jail. I couldn't make myself any clearer if I was a button hook in the well water.
Professor Hill, I think Mayor Shin was acting abominably, and I think it was wonderful of you coming to Tommy's defense.
Oh, that was nothing.
Yes, it was.
Nah, a man can't dodge the issue every time a little personal risk is involved. What does the poet say? The coward dies 1,000 deaths. The brave man only 500. Unfortunately, the mayor was already pretty upset on account of his billiard parlor. But, oh, I suppose a recommendation from a musical authority such as yourself would help. But I couldn't possibly think of asking you to do something like that.
Why, Professor Hill?
You would?
I'd love to. I just wish I was a little more informed. I've been meaning to ask you about Winthrop's cornet.
His cornet? Mother of pearl keys.
Oh, I'm sure it's fine, but you see, he never touches it. Oh, the first week or so he played a few experimental blacks, I guess you said?
Yes. Blacks.
And he always sings the
la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da, la-di-da, la-di-da.
But he never touches the cornet.
Well, you see.
He said you told him it wasn't necessary.
Well.
He talked about some kind of think system. If he thinks the minuet and G, he won't have to worry about their notes.
Now, Miss Mary, my think system is a revolutionary new idea, I'll admit. So is Galileo's conception of the heavens, Columbus's conception of the egg, globe, Bach's conception of the well-tempered clavicle. Now you understand I cannot discuss these things here with you in public unless I may call. When may I call?
Why, anytime this week?
Hey, little top, little big, little top, little tick, 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 please, Laura, please join us on the tick, 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 so here, you little top, little big, little top, little tick, 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 big little top, little big, little top, little tick, 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 big little top, big little top, little tick, 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 you go a little shimmer in your hair, little summer, tick, 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 you know that you go through the whole, tick, 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 all the go, big little top, big little top, tick, 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 big little top, big little top, tick, tick, tick.
La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da.
Leave the dishes, Mom. I'll do them later. Don't you change to the sociable? Well, there'll be time.
Marian live around here?
Oh, the Shin home is on East Elm. This is West Elm.
Oh, crying. I see you have a piano teacher now. You must know about that fella Hill from the boys' band here.
Yes.
Well, don't let him worry you no more. I got the goods on his feet. That's swindling too big to the again. That's why I gotta see the man. I'm just passing through. Number 8 only makes a 15-minute water stop. Whew! Wish you were 20. Would sure like to concentrate 5 minutes on you, girly girl.
Are you?
Name's Charlie Cayden, anvil salesman. But just now I'm out to protect the good name of the traveling fraternity from this swindler.
Mr. Cow, you're making a big mistake.
Mistake my old lady's corset cover. That fella's been a raspberry in my wisdom tooth just long enough. He spoiled Illinois for me, I won't spoil our either. Say, what kind of music teacher are you? You didn't see through him? He's no more professor.
Oh, I know all about that. Band leaders are always called professor. It's a harmless deception. He's a fine director and scholastic.
Now, wait a minute. Fine director? You ever heard one note of music from any band?
No, but...
But nothing, girly girl. He never formed a band in his life, and he never will.
Well, if you just listen to me for a minute.
I'd like to. I'd like to do more than that time to time. I've sure got the inclination. But I gotta leave this dynamite with somebody on the way to the depot.
Wait, Mr. Cowell. You'll never catch that train. You'll have to catch it to cross it.
No, sir. I gotta leave word. I can see when the one to leave it with.
Wait, Mr. Cowell? You don't know me yet.
Is that an invitation?
I mean, I don't know you.
Yes, I need more time.
I mean, as well as I'd like to.
No trouble there, girly girl.
I've never met a man who sells anvils before. That's something quite different.
Takes a real salesman, I can tell you that much. Anvils have a limited appeal. What am I doing? I'll miss my train, probably get fired. I still gotta drop one about that fella here.
Well, leave word with me.
Not on your tin tack. How'd I know you deliver these letters?
Try me. Now there's your train, go catch it.
Why, you double-dealing little... Who do you think you're pretending anyhow? That guy's got to go in every county in Illinois. He's taking away from every one of them. Not having the piano teachers like you. He coaxes up so he keep the mouth shut. Neither one of you seen the last of me, girl to girl.
I can hear the chapel bell chime. Ding dong ding. At the least suggestion, I'll pop the question. Fly a rose, I'm home again, Rose, without a sweetheart to my name. Good evening, Miss Marian. Fly a rose, now everyone knows that I am hoping you're the same.
Who is he talking to? That Professor Hill.
Miss Prue, Tuffy, Miss Mary.
You and Marian come up and set. I've got jelly on the stove.
There's no jelly on the stove, Mom.
Well, I'll put some on.
Shall we set, as your mother said?
Well,
You did ask me to call.
Did I? I didn't need anything of it.
Now, Miss Mary, I'm not suggesting your invitation for anything other than academic enlightenment. The French system? I've been over to your house to try and explain it to you a time or two, but there always seem to be people around. Mostly ladies, I thought.
Yes, Mrs. Squires and several of the ladies.
Well, I'm glad. Wouldn't want anybody beating my time. Well, it's evidently not the convenient night. I'll see you in the sociable later.
Mr. Hill, is it true that you've had 100? Well, what I'm trying to say is...
Yes?
Is it true that you've developed a think system?
A what? A think system? Oh, yes, think system. It's really very simple. As simple as whistling. Nobody has to show you how to use your lips in whistling. You just have to think of a tune to have it come out clearly right here. Now, you try this yourself before you ask it a question.
I take your word.
Could we sit down?
Are all music teachers as dense as I am?
All music teachers?
Well, I dare say you meet dozens, even 100.
Well,
Are they all as fascinated as I have with the think system?
some more, some less. One young lady had thought up the same system before I came to a town. She showed me a few refinements.
See.
Have I said something wrong?
Oh, please, Mr. Hill, don't let me keep you. I'm sure you have many more important things to do than to explain the think system to me.
Can't think of one.
I'm sure I'm very dull company for a man of your experience.
Now say, where do you get an idea like that?
One hears rumors of a traveling salesman.
Now, Miss Marian, you mustn't believe everything you hear. In fact, one even hears rumors about librarians.
I'm assuming you're talking about Uncle Matty.
Uncle Matty?
My father's best friend. No matter what they say, he left me a job for Mother Winthrop and I so we could have some security. Now surely you don't
Of
believe
course not. That's exactly what I'm saying. Why do you think people start those rumors anyways?
Jealousy. Narrow-mindedness. Jealousy mostly, I guess.
Exactly. And it's jealousy that starts most rumors about traveling salesmen. What have you heard?
Nothing personally, just generally.
Well, what? Generally?
It's just that, well, of course it stands to reason you take, well, rumors. Take you, for instance, with your attention to customers. And teachers might be misinterpreted, might they? Now, honestly, might they?
Why?
Well, salesmen, you take their jealousy and rumors. Well, they could be downright lies, couldn't they?
What could?
Rumors and things.
Well, of course.
So it just stands to reason that you shouldn't believe everything you hear. I mean, if you discuss things.
Miss Marian, I would be delighted to discuss anything in the world with you. But couldn't we do it sitting down? You do sit, your knees bend and all.
Well, we could sit on the front steps.
We could also sit on a large hollow log over at the footbridge.
I couldn't say. I've never been to the footbridge with a man in my life.
Just to talk.
I can't. I have to dress for the social. Maybe later.
Then meet me there in 15 minutes.
I can't. Maybe tomorrow.
My dear little librarian, pile up enough tomorrows and you'll find you've collected nothing but a bunch of empty yesterdays. I don't know about you, but I'd like to make today with remember
So when I...
the footbridge. 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Mama? Mama? Mama?
What, dear?
I just told Professor Hill I'd meet him at the footbridge in 15 minutes.
Glory be and saints be praised, it works.
What works?
The think system. I've been using it on you from the parlor.
Yeah.
Here's most of the dough. I got Tommy to collect it. He pretended to hold a practice over at the lumberyard.
All right, Mars, go get the rig.
I got it.
What time's the freight, though?
9:40 from the junction.
Well, it's not even 8 o'clock yet.
Look, you want to turtle water yourself around and get caught in a bunny trap. Go ahead.
All right, Mars. I'll meet you at the hotel in plenty of time. Miss Marian! You're late.
But you said 15 minutes.
Well, I meant that you were about, well, I'd say 26 years late. Took you all this time to get to the footbridge with the fellow.
Well, if you want to know the truth, it was almost longer.
Oh?
Halfway here, I nearly turned back. I'm sure I'm not the first to find it easy when not thinking under the spell of your salesmanship.
Now, Miss Marian, surely you don't think I've been selling you?
No, you've given me something, and that's why I came.
I don't recall it.
You have something beautiful, and I'm glad. Oh, please don't be afraid if I expect too much more. One can't expect a traveling salesman to stay put. I know there have been many ports of call, and there will be many more, but that's not one reason why I should not be grateful for what you will have left for me.
Marian, Excuse me, I'm expecting a cable from Hector Berlioz. This could be it. Now what?
Who's the salesman here? Sounds like she's selling and you're buying.
Are you crazy? I didn't know I was going to be able to leave tonight. I had to keep her off balance. I told you.
She's so far off balance now you can't tell if on a catboat in a hurricane.
Now listen here, Buster Brown. I've come through the ranks on the skirmish, and I'm not leaving without my commission.
But Greg, there's nowhere right out of here on the footbridge.
There's a place over at Madison Park makes this footbridge look like the old ladies' home. Now beat it, Mars. Go get the rig. Never a peaceful moment in the music business. Now then, where were we?
You were about to tell me what I don't know about you.
Yeah, well, we don't have to go into that just now, do we?
No, we don't, or ever for that matter, Harold. The librarian hasn't felt much like doing research lately, but she did plenty when you first got here.
Oh, about what?
About Professor Harold Hill, Gary Conservatory Gold Medal Class of Ot 5. Harold, there's no Gold Medal Class of Ot 5.
Why, there's
because the
certain-
town wasn't even built until Ot 6. I'll see if they're sociable.
You knew all the time?
Well, since July 7th, 3 days after you came, I tore this page out of the educational journal. It was first used against you, but now I give it to you with all of my heart.
But if you knew, then why did you... Why, you little... While 110 cornets played the air, then I modestly took my place as the one and only bass, and I fought up and down the square.
My song on good night,
With 110 cornets right behind.
our star is shining its brightest light.
There were horns of every shape and type. Sweet dreams be yours, dear, if dreams there be.
While 110 cornets play the air,
I wish I may and I wish I might. Now good night, my someone, good night.
Greg, this guy's crazy. He's doing all over town school and everything.
I'll say I'm crazy. Missed my train, probably lost my job, but I got you now, Hill. And you'll pay. You'd be in the clink right now had it been for that piano teacher. I told her all about you. What'd she do? Lily gagged me around till I couldn't see the man. That little, driver, man-hungry doxy.
Get out of here or I'll kill you, you dirty
You
mouth.
bully! You big blow-off! I'll stay in this town till you get yours. Up, down, through, and sideways. Why, you didn't even know the territory.
We're wasting Ellie. Let's get out of here.
Stop! Listen to this man! You gullible green grass goats. Can it you get it through your head you're being swindled out of your eye teeth? Right now, this minute, there's a burglar in your bedroom while you're fiddling around in your parlor. I'm talking about Harold Hill, road agent, highwayman, pickpocket.
Pickpocket?
Same thing. He's had his hands in your wallet, mister. In yours, madam. In yours, little lady. Ever since the first moment he came to this town. There's more documented evidence than you'll ever have time to read. There isn't a band, there never has been any band, and there never will be any band. If you don't hunt this man down right now like a mad dog, there won't be any Harold Hill either. He'll be on the next train out of town.
Now will you believe me?
Well, what are we waiting for? I want my money back.
Money back? I was high. After him! When you find him, bring him to the schoolhouse! After him! Drive him over! Look down by the crib! Drive him out! Knock him out!
looking for Winthrop, Harold. Please go. They're talking about tar and feathers.
I had to see you,
No,
Marian.
you don't. You don't. Only a word, not a word. Now, please go.
Greg, he's not here. Let's try down by the creek.
Winthrop!
Hey, wait a minute here, son.
You're not your son, I'll let you go.
Not till I talk to you for a minute.
I won't listen. You're trying to do it anyway.
I would too.
Why not?
I would too. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
Are you a big liar?
Yes.
Are you a dirty crook?
Yes.
Can you even lead a band?
No.
Let me know, you big liar!
What's the matter? You wanted the truth, didn't you? Now, I'm bigger than you, and you're going to stand here and get it all out, so you might as well quit wiggling. Now, listen. There's two things you're entitled to know. One, you're a wonderful kid. I thought so from the first. It's why I wanted you in the band, to see you quit moping around, feeling sorry for yourself.
What band?
I always think there's a band, kid.
What's the other thing I decided to know?
Well, now that I think of it, that's none of your business.
I want you to never go to the city!
No, you don't, Winthrop.
Sister, you believe him?
I believe everything he ever said.
What did he promise us?
And everything happened just like he said. The lights, the flags, and the symbols.
Where was all that?
And the way every kid walked around this town, and you, and all of the parents. His mother wished that Mr. Hill would never come to this town.
Well, you do, don't you?
No, I don't. Now please go, Harold.
Go on, Professor.
I can't go, Winthrop.
Why not?
Because for the first time in my life, I've got my foot caught in the door. There was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all, till there was you.
Which is why I interrupted the program at this point. Yes, rest assured, fellow river citizens, this nick in our bosom would have been misapprehended by this time. And I can only remind you that I did everything in my power to prevent this dire happening from, happening! Fourscore!
What have you done to get our money back?
Why, that professor's collected nearly $300 in uniforms just tonight.
And we haven't even seen him uniforms yet.
He's slippery, I told you!
Uniforms? I haven't seen my son since just after supper.
He's a kidnapper.
Fine situation here.
Fourscore! Just a minute. Virtue has triumphed. The sword of retribution has finally cut down Professor Harold Hill. And if there is us, as who I have heard, who are melting tar and collecting feathers, I will not say you nay.
Well, I should think there ought to be some of you who could forget long enough our everlasting I was stubborn, chip on the shoulder arrogance for long enough
To remember what this town was like before Harold Hill arrived. Do you remember? Well, do you? Surely some of you ought to be grateful. And if so, I would hope you would want to admit it.
You're wasting a great deal of time here. If there is a single person in this building who does not think that me, Hill, should get tarred and feathered, let him stand. Eulalie, sit down! And the rest of you standing like a bunch of Shropshire sheep. I would think you hate get you paid for technical instruction books, high-priced band instrument and uniforms, and were guaranteed that your children would be taught to play in a band. Well, where's the band? Where's the band?
Think, men. Think.
Try not to cry. Too late. All right. Okay, so it's the seniors' last show was today, and we had so much fun. But we want to thank a couple people. So first Aubrey and I want to thank Mr. Susik, our piano player. Thank him for all that he taught us and all that he helped us with music and everything. So thank you so much.
We would also like to take the time to thank Mrs. Kelly Blecker for working tirelessly to make sure that the whole show is heard and make sure that all of our microphones work. Without her, this wouldn't be possible.
We would also like to thank me and Ty, Mrs. Edwards. Come on out here.
And finally, we would like to thank Ms. Liner, our director.